Hey everybody, this is the Ballig podcast. This is the first episode of the night. Well, first episode of all really. My name is Ballig, but everybody calls me Gage. Or well, it's the other way around really. And I'm here with co-host.
Eh, Oh, hi, yeah. My name is Literal Trash Can, but people just call me by LTC, which is very short. Very short. I appreciate that. I already screwed it up. My fault. My fault.
Okay.
You can keep going, dude. It's like
Uh,
a conversation, bro. It's just like a conversation.
It was like, but
Just keep
yeah,
it going. Keep it going. Keep it
but
going.
yeah, you can refer. It's like, but yeah, you can refer to me as LTC. I'm just some random guy. Hey, they picked up off the street, but I guess for this in this current situation, I am a co-host for this podcast thingy.
cool.
And I think there's also another one as well. Well, right?
Yeah, that would be me. I don't have another name to go by. Just call me by what's on my birth certificate. That would be Cohen. Um, and then later down the line in this, we might get our fourth co-host in here, but currently, to situations out of all three of our control, he cannot join at the moment. But, dear viewer, listener, or whatever, I don't really care. You might be asking, what is a Ballig? Because it's
Ooh.
like kind of a weird word, and there's kind of like three dudes making a whole podcast about it, even though nobody in the world knows what it is. And you know what? That's what this episode today is here for. Hopefully, everybody's starting for this episode. Otherwise, you will be severely confused in the future. And unless this intro has already thrown you off, we're going to get straight into it.
So, profile picture wise, I can kind of get into that, and name wise, I can also really get into that since canonically I am Ballig. But lore wise, I actually have no clue. So throughout this podcast, I'll be learning with everyone. Um, and so my name about
Gold.
like 5 years ago, I want to say. Would you say 5 years ago?
I would say, I mean, we started writing the books 2.5 years ago. So
It
I
was
would
like
say
back
closer to 3
at
years ago.
let's say like 2021 to 2022, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. About 3 years ago, I decided that I wanted to be some kind of creator. I used to want to do YouTube. There's a whole bunch of old YouTube, cringy YouTube videos of me as a kid floating around on YouTube. But I always wanted to be some kind of like YouTube creator. Every kid does. Oh, so I found Twitch, and for a while I did Twitch streams, and I
Hmm.
actually looked at what like cool Twitch streamer name was. Twitch streamer name streamer, and uh, Ballig was the first one to come up. So I typed in Ballig, and it was taken. So I just put an underscore in front of it, and that was really that was the start of it. And pro.
Who the frick are Ballig already?
Yeah. Well, unsuspected, whatever, literally. This kind of all originated from a random username Age picked out from what is it, like a random website that said cool streamer names.
Yes, I don't know
That's what I remember. That's what I remember you guys telling me.
Wikipedia to be honest.
It was for what?
And I just picture it was probably Wikipedia.
Well, that's
I'm
that's
surprised.
not it, is it? For why we started Ballagore.
I mean,
I
like,
don't know.
I'm surprised somebody already had the name before you, Ballig.
Yeah, it is actually shocking. But there
It's
was
like,
also something else that led to the creation of Ballagore. I don't know if it'll be linked or shown on screen if this is on YouTube, but there was a little image of our friend Gage here that it became sort of a meme within our circle. Our circle being like 4 people. Yes, we're very
Actually,
outgoing. We're very extroverted. We have a big friend
four
group.
people,
Just
four
kidding.
people if we're lucky.
Pretty much everybody that's a host here is our friends. At least for me.
Yeah.
So, it might currently be displayed on screen here, but this is the image that kinda skyrocketed what Ballig, what it is today, which is like 6 documents that we're
We
about to go through weeks and weeks of explaining, so we can have some fun while also making a podcast
uh,
that'll get like 2 views. But that's enough
So
of me
yippee.
rambling.
so the background from this picture originated with an old app that really nobody uses anymore. Be real. Um, I
I
was
remember that.
awarded one of the fastest swimmers from my state, Mississippi. I can say that. I don't really care. Um, uh, I was awarded to be one of the fastest swimmers uh, from Mississippi, and they gave me a jacket for that, and it's got my name on it. It's got my swim team on it, and I thought, one day it would be funny to put my jacket on, take my shirt off, put my jacket on, and then put my swim cap and my goggles on, and just take a picture in the mirror. So I did that, and then forgot about it. I posted it. Nobody really saw it. I think maybe 2 people saw it, and we all just
Yeah,
forgot
one of
about
us
it.
did.
But
Yeah, I guess.
maybe like a month after I posted it, I went back through BeReal because I had deleted the app and I got it back. I've actually got it back a few times just to look for that picture. I've actually lost the account that it was on, but
It'll
I went back and
be here
find.
forever.
Oh yeah, it's in the
We
internet.
have multiple copies of it. It's it's not going anywhere.
Every one of our phones has it saved, so
Oh yeah, and when we get to Ballig Begins, there's actually like a parody of it. I think Cohen made like a movie,
It's like, dang, this fit drippy as crap. What the fuck?
but
Oh my gosh, you're so good.
um, so I posted it, and then I went back and found it, of course. And at the time, I didn't know that you could hold down like the picture and it would get rid of the thing on top. So Be Real, I know most of you know what Be Real is. Actually, most of these idiots on here didn't. I'm kidding. Uh,
I do. What are you talking? What? I never had it, but
I
well,
mean,
John, no,
I didn't even have a smartphone when you took that photo. So
that's hilarious.
under a rock, bro. We got Patrick Starr.
I mean, like that's
Just
part of the
kidding.
LTC lore that we don't get into.
FCC and
We'll
Ryan
get
didn't
into it. We'll get into it.
know what it
No,
was. So basically,
We'll get into
don't worry about
Basurahan,
it.
that's for sure.
oh yeah.
Ah, yes, the one entry that's currently being remade.
But Be Real, it takes a picture from both sides of your camera at the same time. So I went to the
Yep.
bathroom with a really dirty mirror because we don't clean mirrors apparently, and took.
Mississippi.
It's it's funny because, like I said, I didn't
It's
know that you
very
could
fun.
hold one picture and it would hide the other one. So I just took a screenshot of it because I didn't know how to save it, and I cropped it to where it was just me, but I didn't crop it all the way, so like half the Be Real on top was
Yeah, if
showing.
you look at the top of the image, you see it looks
It's
like
like
your freaking car review mirror. Car rear
I
view
think one
mirror.
of the quotes from our soon to be hopefully fourth host of this podcast was, "Why is there a car mirror in your phone?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something that he's
So Ryan
It's like, what's
picture because I went back and found
the
it,
in?
posted it in the Discord for everyone because I was bored and wanted to make people laugh. So I sent it in the Discord, and
well,
the first thing that happens is Ryan's like, "Hey, why do you have a car mirror in your bathroom?" And I don't guess I
It's
ever
like,
explained it to him until recently, but I explained it to him. It was Be Real and one of our other friends, Jurassic or Brady. I don't know what
no,
we're
it
gonna
wasn't
call it,
Jurassic.
but
Broly.
he.
We'll just call him Broly.
Oh well, I mean, yeah, but I'm talking about like when I explained it to Ryan. I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah.
were there, but he just like started
I
dying
wasn't. I already
laughing.
knew it.
But yeah,
I thought
everybody seems to follow
originally. Excuse me for interrupting, but I thought originally you sent it to Broly, and then he sent it to me, and then that's how I first saw it. He sent it to me,
It may have been. It's been a while. I actually don't
and then
remember.
I or Ryan also or Ryan saw it too and sent it to the Discord, or I saw it and sent it to the Discord, and then it grew from there. Just suffice to say,
Oh yeah, because I only like just recently started really using Discord. I only use Discord really to talk to you
yeah,
guys more.
we're sad
Yeah, I
virgins that
think
use Discord.
Yeah.
you're welcome. Yep. Yep. That's why we're making the podcast.
That's why another podcast hosted by like four dudes or soon to be four dudes is being invented. But hey, it's the only one you really actually need. So,
Shout out to
um,
Discord out there.
to
Oh
piggyback
my god.
off the end of Gage's story, unless you're not finished.
Oh yeah, good.
Well,
Well,
I think now you go. You go. Were you gonna say something?
yeah, LTC.
Oh, okay. I think what I was gonna say was I think the first time when I saw the image personally was when when our Discord server's image was changed that I changed to it.
Yeah,
You
I think that
checked
was the
the
first time I actually saw.
it
picture.
was changed to it pretty much immediately. So,
Yeah.
That
yeah.
that's
But anyway, shortly after that happened, or I guess say that happened like it was an event, and it was an event. It is a
It
cataclysmic
was a
event.
canon event. It was a
If it
canon event. You can't change it.
if it wasn't for that event, I mean I think everybody in a very different spot right now. Not just me, not just Gage, just not just LTC, but the world.
oh yeah.
But
The world would be different
the world.
because dear listener slash viewer slash whatever, I don't care.
This is the part. See this event here. This was when the game auto saved and we couldn't go
This,
back.
yeah, this was in a video game when it tells you you better save or else you're gonna get cooked. Because shortly after this, I wish you were here right now, but our fourth host, Ryan, he did this little like
Did this little paragraph
excerpt,
little thing.
little story, quote unquote, because it was like what a couple paragraphs he wrote on like Discord of what he called Ballig lore.
And this was before AI was.
And yeah, this
This
was
is
before
this is
AI,
before ChatGPT.
All just
new
him. He didn't
gens.
do that for any of this.
Yeah,
Like he did it.
sorry.
ChatGPT did not exist.
Hey,
Did not exist during the writing of this.
yeah, unlike Hollywood, bro, Balligore has no AI writing any of it. So Ron creates that little Balligore excerpt, and then he writes another one the next day, and then another one. And I would go into it, but we're gonna save that for the future because eventually it led to an entire book called I say book, but it's more like a novel called
Like
Ballig Begins by
well,
Ryan.
quote unquote novel.
No, it's a novel. It's
It's a
I don't know
novella.
what other book to compare it to besides the Bible. That's a joke,
It's
but
yeah, it's a joke. That's a joke, guys.
just
But
clarifying. But it
just to
is a monumental whatever. I can't speak right now
It's
because
the
every time I
Bible of
talk
it is
about that legendary book, I can't I can't put it into words.
like
Just
I trip on my words. It's it's and I
it's
quote based on a true story.
yeah, it's based on a true story, which is just even more incredible.
So the picture
And
on screen. Sorry to cut you off.
no,
Is
you're good.
it has? It's a picture. I think Cohen made it. It's the Baltic Begins poster thing that you made,
It's a
right?
Bully Begins movie poster.
But it,
I don't know who actually made it. They say it's me, but honestly, uh, I think it was created a long time ago by ancient Romans, by Greek philosophers, before we even had a concept of time. You're probably seeing it on screen right now, and I'm sorry if I blinded any of you. Just please bear with us. This is pretty important stuff we're talking about.
and this image is really like what my mind goes through listening to Ballig lore. Because before this podcast, like I said, I've tried to read it, but it's just I've said it's humor of my IQ. I just I don't get it, but that's what I'm hoping for in this podcast. Um,
We're gonna
the
We're here
picture
to
itself,
explain it for you.
the picture itself has Ryan's last name on it, so I'm probably gonna blur that out or put a black box over it or something.
Yeah, you probably
But
should. You don't want colleges figuring it out.
yeah.
yeah,
Let's say so. We're gonna explain the entirety of Ballig to you. You like those channels on YouTube that you explain the entire anime, man, like a
Yeah,
single video or
or
something like that,
history channels, or
or the history channel. Oh yes,
not the history channel,
We'll explain it like a nature documentary.
okay,
or
so
a
I
piece
found
of
a
lost
picture.
media like a SpongeBob episode. We'll probably explain it more like that than anything.
Ah yes, Ballig behind closed doors. Okay, to all
Like
the five
backwards.
people who know what I'm talking, to all the people who know what I'm talking about when it comes to that SpongeBob lost media, I am so sorry for you.
So when we go
I'm
through Balak
impressed.
again, I'll put this image up. Of course, I'll put it up again, and we'll go through everything on it. But in reality, this image is just a metric crap ton of stuff piled into one.
Uh,
And
No, it's just what's in the book.
oh yeah, it's what, but to some,
it's one
Uh,
it's
I think Plato said that his favorite. I think he just. I don't know. I just think he really
he
did
just
outdid himself with this piece of art.
I think he said his favorite part was Dollar General. I don't know why.
yes,
That's just what he said.
as you can see, there's Wendy's, a Dollar General, a Gator, Mississippi somewhere in the
No,
background.
that's not a gator. That's not a gator.
Is that a crocodile?
That's a
Oh, that's a
croc.
crocodile.
That's a
I was
That's a
crocodile.
crocodile.
This
It's a
doesn't mean
croc.
anything
It's a
to our viewers right now, but it will. It
oh
will.
yes,
it will in a will about I don't know how many
Couple
videos.
episodes. Couple episodes.
Maybe.
Trust.
Couple of trust. Source? Sure.
Source. I helped write it. I mean, Socrates helped write it.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not calling myself Socrates. I'm just saying it was actually Socrates, and I just stole his work. So there you go.
I mean it's on brand. I mean it's on brand with Ballig at this point, so
that
Or
is
Hideo
fair.
Kojima, whichever one comes first in your mind as a good writer. I should come last. All right, but
like please.
All right,
the
moving
lore
on.
excerpt led to Ballig Begins, the first ever work for the Ballig
Proper Ballig
franchise,
work.
as it were.
No, we are not. No, we are not publishing this.
Uh, actually, one Ballig book might be
Well,
published in the
scratch that.
future, but
Scratch.
we're TBD on that.
I mean, like scratch that. We maybe we're in
But
consideration
then,
right now.
shortly after the finishing of Ballig Begins, I, Cohen, wrote my own sequel to Ballig Begins called The Dark Gator Rises.
That's
And
right. This is in fact a fan fiction sequel to a thing that he made. Let's go.
I did not make the first one, so it's a little different, but
And Dark Gator
there
Rises.
are is what?
Dark Gator Rises is the second book.
Correct.
Yeah,
That is written by me.
Okay.
First one was written by Ryan.
it's the title. The two titles are essentially ripping off the Batman that one
Yeah,
Batman
for
trilogy.
our astute listeners slash viewers slash I don't care, we did rip off the titles of Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy. For those of you that
Yep.
is upset for the blatant plagiarism,
Later,
I don't care, and we'll do it again.
and we'll do it
But
again for the third one.
actually, the third one,
Sir,
nah, we'll
third
keep that
one,
as a
sure,
secret.
buddy.
We'll keep that one
Sir.
between us until we get to it. But
So yeah,
the second
I
book,
can everything else about every book.
we have not covered every
What?
book.
No.
Not even close, my
Nope.
friend. We have All It Begins
Unfortunately
and The
not.
Dark Gated Rises are the two, I guess you could say,
Main,
mainline Ballig
like
books.
main entries, quote unquote main,
Yeah,
maybe.
because they follow
Mhm.
Ballig and everything else is kind of stems from those books. But it doesn't stop at The Dark Gated Rises.
It
Uh,
doesn't stop, but it
while I
should
was
have.
writing
But it
that,
did.
he might be right about that, but I will not say that he is. While I was writing The Dark Gator Rises, Ryan was writing his own little thing called Balligvania, which you might
Oh my
recognize
god!
as a Castlevania ripoff because he was really into Castlevania at the time when he was writing.
And guess what? The funny thing is, it has nothing to do with Castlevania aside from the title.
Besides the first chapter, honestly, we will be
Yeah, pretty
covering that
much.
book in its entirety.
Maybe,
As of right now, I would
maybe
just
if we,
let all
I would
no,
say
not a maybe.
if we find the
We are.
chapters,
Oh yeah, we do have to
if
find them.
If Ryan didn't burn all the chapters already, we will be covering
We'll find them.
Balligvania.
We'll find them. It's lost media, but we'll find them. And I just will let you guys know just right now. So if whenever we get to those episodes, you can come back to this and know you've been warned. Those books or that book is like the most fever dream drug. Like it'll you'll read that and you'll feel like you're on drugs or something because it's
The
I don't know
topic
what Ryan was going through while he was writing that, but he was crazy, clinically insane.
I don't
Might
know
I add?
I don't know what any of us were going through when we wrote any of this.
I mean,
Not even
Bologvania is
myself.
different though. Bologvania is different.
is hard.
Anyway,
So how
Just
many
like
that wasn't the only side story written. We
wait, so
also
how many
had
before we get
the
into this,
best. Oh, okay,
how,
sorry.
how many
uh,
like books are there like in the Ballig verse? How many books do you
okay, okay.
6?
Let
six?
me wait on. Let
No,
me remember. Wait on. Let me see if I can remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think.
there's 8.
Eight?
Inc-
Oh yeah, there's a okay. There's I forgot something we'll mention later, but yeah, there's 8. There's 8. He's right.
with more on the way. Ugh.
With yeah, many more on the way, at least from me. But
Yeah, this is
let's
the
get
DC.
into or not into, but let's talk.
Well,
Let's
not in.
mention
Let's
the best
let's give a brief synopsis. Let's
thing
give a
to
brief
come out
synopsis.
of Polyglore. No, don't interrupt me.
I
It's
said synopsis. That's what I meant to
written
say.
by LTC himself, the best
This is
Ballig
gonna be
media, Basurahan, a Ballig side story.
and, and
Now,
the side is in quotation marks.
dear listener slash viewer slash I don't care, you have not read anything quite like Basurahan, a Ballig side story.
and and you never will.
I I wish I could write something half as good as what LTC did with that book. But you know what?
Okay, that is just glazing, Cohen. Instead
I'm
of
not glazing. I'm not glazing. I'm being truthful here. Right hand on the Bible.
shut,
You have
shut
not
up.
read anything as good as Sir Hannibal's side story. Now, I'm just gonna leave it there because I think those episodes will be probably the best episodes of a podcast recorded ever. But it's
And you know
peak.
what?
When
I'm
I
repeating.
You're
the right
making
hand on
me
the Bible, it's
excited.
peak.
and,
On my
and
co-host
then
soul, it's peak.
Lord.
it's like on whose soul?
My co-host, both
Because
of you,
you ain't putting it on
both of your
mine.
soul,
No.
both of your souls, it's peak.
Oh fuck. Oh my gosh.
Now, H,
And keep in
I'll move this
mind,
over to
this is
you.
only one entry.
You
You
know
know
what the
what? I got that
next
sense.
Ballig side story is?
Uh,
H,
Wait, what did you?
The
Wait,
next
what did you say?
story is what?
what is the next Ballig side story to come after Surahan?
Man, this to me, I have no clue.
Just give it a guess. You know a couple of them.
Do I? The Rise of the Crocs?
Nope. All right,
No.
John. What was it? What was it?
I think then if memory serves me correctly, I think the next one would have it to be this little thing called Mastermind, or it might just be dumb. Probably the latter.
1 second.
Oh no! Oh crap! He muted. This is gonna be bad.
It's good. It's terrifying. So while he's
It's like, oh no.
so whilst he's muted, I would like to explain. A lot of us, we've never done this before, clearly, and we don't have talk
Yeah,
cues at all. So,
we.
especially when Ryan gets here, it's just going to be us talking over each other because it's delayed, Discord lag, stuff like that. We don't really have,
Yeah,
and that was
a
one of
plan.
we're going to get better
It's
equipment.
like we.
I'm back.
It's like
The next book was not Mastermind.
it was a. Which one?
You know what it was?
Did you forget
It was Melt.
to check?
It was the first Malamore book.
Oh
Map.
yeah. Oh boy, here we.
The
This
first
is
Malamore
where we
book.
entered. This is where we entered the Aladdin phase of the Ballig universe.
The first Malamore book is complete trash. All right, I'm just gonna be straight up with everybody on this call and in this world. First one's trash. I'm not gonna remake it. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's trash. I'm fine with that. You know what? I'm fine with that. I wrote more. And
And
it's the
don't read.
biggest separation from Polyglor, honestly. It's pretty different. It's a pretty different tone, for better for worse. LTC has actually read it, so he'll actually give his opinions right
Who the
now if
frick's
he
this
wants to.
John guy? What the frick are you talking about?
I'm sorry. There's a fourth guy in the call. He's muted and he's just been staring at the screen this whole time. But
He's like, yeah, not surprising.
but then the next book was Mastermind,
Mastermind.
and
Oh,
Mastermind is the second best piece of Ballig fiction ever,
and it's
behind.
it is only at that placement because of one singular thing in the entire book.
Correct.
And we'll get to it when we get to it.
We'll get to it when we get to it, but Ryan really outdid himself with that book. And
Well, one major thing. There were a couple other minor things as well.
So everything that we've mentioned, other than the Dark Gator and Ballig Begins,
All of
side stories.
these are yes.
I
Ballig,
hesitate to say side stories, but I mean they're just stories in that
they're-
universe.
yeah.
Ballig featured in.
So
No,
Ballig features
mentioned.
a little bit in Basurahan.
Okay.
He's mentioned a little bit in Malamore. And Mastermind is set in a different universe. And Bolligvania doesn't. I don't know. I have no idea what to tell you about that. I don't know what that's. I have no idea what goes on. You would think, but I don't think so.
I guess. And then, never mind. We won't talk about that. Like I was gonna mention, there's also more to Mastermind, but we don't. But we don't talk about that. We're not gonna talk about it right now.
Not right now.
Too.
But then, am I missing something? Correct me if I missed something, LTC. But after Mastermind, it's Malamore Dead Butterfly, correct?
I'm pretty sure that's how it went. It's like I don't really remember anything else.
Well, I took a year to write Malamore Dead Butterfly, so something happened in between, maybe. But Malamore Dead Butterfly,
Oh no, I think. Oh no, wait, no. I think the only thing that happened in that year was all the repercussions the repercussions of me right Basurahan.
yeah, that was kind of what took center stage there. But Malamore Dead Butterfly is the longest entry in the Balliger franchise by quite a lot.
Coming in at a whopping, how many words are there? I forgot. Oh wait, hold on. I have it right here.
but
Let's see.
it's what you can say.
Cover art for the Dead
Oh,
What'd
Cohen?
you say?
Make cut it
let's.
for the Dead.
Okay, so we have. Let me get the exact number for this. Memoir Dead Butterfly comes at a total of 60,135 words.
Holy crap!
Yeah. So some light reading required on that book.
So Cohen,
The
you
white
made cover art for the Dead Butterfly, am I right?
I did not make the cover art. It might be shown on screen. I don't know. Look, Mountain More Dead Butterfly will take the longest and will also happen in the longest amount of time. But the artistry done for Mountain More Dead Butterfly was done by my aunt.
That's really
So
cool,
thanks to
actually.
her. Yeah. And Mountain More Dead Butterfly, is for me is like it's a story that I actually care a lot about and put a lot of effort into. It's not great. I will admit it. Like I'm not a the greatest writer, obviously, but I'm pretty proud of it. And
I mean, you're better. I mean, you're
uh,
better than me. I'll give you that.
that's not true. Don't listen to him.
It's, it's like, oh my god, no.
But yeah, and then I think that covers it for how many side stories we created.
Okay.
Right?
Well, I may have missed
I'm
one.
pretty.
I think I actually. You said there was one after the Dead Butterfly.
No. Wait, there was.
Yeah.
Do we count
Wait,
Mastermind 1 and Mastermind 2 as separate? Or do we just.
I,
Because Ryan said
I mean, like
Mastermind
the,
1
I
doesn't
mean,
really exist anymore.
yeah, I was to say like the new Mastermind is basically just like a reboot of it or something like that.
Yeah, kind of.
From what I discussed, from what he discussed with me,
Mastermind's
LTC
set in a
is
different
an 8-book.
universe, but it's connected
it's like it's connected somehow. Well,
a
don't
little bit.
worry,
I don't
we'll
know.
figure it out.
Yeah, that's Ryan's story to
Um,
tell, not mine.
it's like,
So
But
LTC said there were
yeah,
8 books, and I may have missed marking one off, but I've only marked 7 off.
and I think we counted both Mastermind, so I think it's just 7.
All right, yeah, that's fine.
I guess. Like
And
we'll update the list later if we have to.
I'll list them all right now. It goes Ballig Begins, then Dark Gator Rises, Balligvania, Basurahan and Ballig Side Story, Almore, Mastermind, Almore Dead Butterfly. Those are the current novels under the Ballig umbrella, as it were.
As it were, at
Uh,
least the ones that we have, that at least the ones that are finished currently.
yeah, and we have more coming in the future. Like, John, what are you working on right now?
Uh, you don't want to know.
Cool.
That's right.
Um, I'm working on the next story in the Malmore kind of umbrella, um, which is titled "Truth Be Told." I'll begin writing that pretty here soon. And then, as of right now, which I've been saying as of right now for like 2 years now, me and
Mhm.
Ryan will be co-writing Ballig 3.
Uh, the best way we could put it as it's going through the Kingdom Hearts 3 development right now.
Yep,
If you know what,
it
if you
is.
know that.
That's the best way to describe it ever.
So,
Because
Yep.
does Ballig 3 have a official name yet, or have we not gotten there yet?
it's so how the title works, we can put it on screen. It's just Ballig. We'll replace the I and the two L's with the Roman numeral. So it makes it
That's
Essentially
look
pretty
like
like
cool.
that.
it's
Essentially like this thing I posted.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Um, yeah, I can put that on screen. That'd be pretty cool. Um,
Uh,
through all of our talking points really fast.
I mean
it's
we
like
like now we can just talk about like
Whatever.
kind of why we made the podcast, you know?
Yeah. So,
So
in
kind of
reality,
just
yeah.
lead us on, Gage? Or why don't you start us?
really of the podcast. So me and Ryan and a couple of other of our friends were playing a video game that is really decent to play.
Yeah, it
Rainbow
kind of
Six.
sucks in my opinion, but yeah, he's
And
it
yeah, hey, we're talking about Steam.
was
talking
like
about Rainbow Six. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six.
1 in the morning, and everybody else had left, and me and Ryan were just kind of talking before we were about to go to
And
bed.
in a divine frenzy.
And I made the joke that we should start a podcast over our Discord calls playing Rainbow Six Siege, and that started
Mm,
off as a joke, and then he kind of entertained it, and I said screw it, and I made a Discord call and announced it, and da 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 da. Now we're here. Um,
oh boy.
Apparently Cohen had also wanted to do this, but just like everyone,
I've had this idea for a long time.
oh yeah, I've always wanted to do a podcast. I just joke about it a lot. Um, Cohen,
See, these three people actually want to do the podcast. I'm just here for some reason.
well, it's
We
because
kind of
you're an
need everybody who's involved with Ballig lore in general, and the only three people who
Like
have
I said,
written Ballig lore is me, Ryan, and John. LTC.
now.
it's like, sorry.
I don't write books. I write books. They're just not Ballig lore. They're more just random stories that I come up with, and I may link some of them down. I may not. Yeah, it's whatever. I'll
Eh.
probably not, but it's just random stories I like to write when I'm bored. Oh, I'll do a lot during the day, and that's what we can get into after this if we want to. What we do during the day, stuff like that. Um, but back to the origins of the podcast, really. Well, I mean, we're kind of living them out right now, if I want to be honest. I'm sure it's going to change
This
from
is the first episode.
a while now,
It's like maybe it'll change. I don't know.
and I'm sure it will. I mean, we're going to have guest stars. There will be days where it'll be four, three of us. Our
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 All
criteria,
right, guys. Our first guest star is this random person we got out of this street.
our criteria is we have to
This is
have that
just a random drug.
host to record. So if
Yeah,
we miss a day, I'll put it on most of our pages, but it'll because we're
well,
more than two people. Uh, like I said today,
um,
actually I think like Cohen said today, uh, we could we were hoping to have all four people for the first episode of the podcast tonight, but Ryan's actually in Turkey right now and some
Well,
kind
I
of
didn't
vacation.
disclose his personal information, but yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll edit
I
it.
just
We'll
let
edit it. He
a
doesn't care. But um, but yeah. So Ryan and I basically just joked about it until it became serious. Uh, Actually, that night while I was sitting in bed, I downloaded Spotify for creators and made the account. And then the next day, everyone who got on
Alright,
board with it in a Discord call, and we
I mean,
set
we didn't
everything
really
up.
have to go this specific. I was just saying, kind of like. I mean, it's fine that
well,
you
I
are. It's
mean,
just I was just like, maybe we
eh.
could be a bit more generic here.
Wait, did we even ever discuss the schedule?
No, but for our listeners slash viewers slash I don't care, you'll probably get a schedule for us from us eventually.
Maybe.
Currently,
So
we
yeah,
plan to do it on Monday nights and some other day during the weekday.
it'll
We'll
it'll
decide,
definitely
not you.
be, we're deciding on whether Tuesday or Wednesday nights, but we're wanting 2 episodes a week.
Mm, okay.
Most likely going to be between the first 3 days of the week, I'd assume, unless you want to do it on a Saturday or
Probably
something. Um,
we might.
and like I
Might
said,
be able to on a Saturday.
we get it locked in stone when I'll put it out. But until then, you'll just be promised 2 episodes a week, and we'll.
Yeah, that's our promise to you. Episodes a week.
It will
Uh,
2 episodes a week. We probably won't fulfill it. So yeah.
Well, don't say that. Don't say that. That's bad
Well,
marketing.
True.
yeah, jinx ourselves. Come on.
Two episodes
Well,
a
hey,
week.
hey,
We
hey, hey,
promise
hey.
you 2 episodes a week.
Wait. It's like we don't wait. Reverse psychology. Reverse psychology. That's
On my
yes.
co-host souls, 2 episodes a week. Not my soul, just my co-host.
So, everybody who's currently
As you
listening,
can see, Cohen's a great co-host here.
What's that?
What?
so everybody who's
On
listening,
Ryan's soul too.
yeah, Ryan
Okay.
so as well.
Mainly Ryan, actually. Mainly Ryan's soul.
Your family, we're a PG podcast. We may make vulgar jokes, but
PG
But
slash
let's-
PG-13 slash
we'll
I want
just
to
put
keep
the
my
13 bit.
job.
yeah,
Slash, I don't want to get strike down by YouTube. That stuff
Slash
like
I
that.
want to get accepted into college.
But
we're all legal.
slash, I also want
Digital
money.
footprint it's not a joke. Not a joke.
It's not a joke.
We try to keep it as clean as we can. And like I said, I haven't read Ballig lore. I don't know what all's in it, but I assume it's clean, right? Most of it.
Almore isn't. Don't read it with your kids.
Oh,
I mean, it's not like
Don't read,
that bad.
don't read any of this with your kid. Don't read. In fact, just
Yeah, don't read.
Just don't
If you
read.
I don't know
Just
why
don't
you
read,
would,
guys.
listener.
I don't know
Kids,
why
don't
you.
read.
I don't know.
Don't read. Just listen to us.
Don't
Yeah,
read, guys.
all right.
Just listen to us. Just listen to us make giant summaries about our lore, even though you're never gonna read the lore in the first place.
Even though, and nobody really cares, but we care.
Oh yeah, and
Sure.
I'm sure there will be at least some people watching this episode when it comes out. Maybe family. We gotta start somewhere.
Hi, Mom.
Yeah. It's like
Start somewhere.
hello.
I would ask that everyone who wants to watch them. Hey, Salty.
Yeah, what's up?
Oh hey man, how's it going?
Just dropped in to say what's up.
Hey, you're on the podcast.
All right, guys. So this is our feature. Get. Yes, everybody.
This
Welcome.
is Ryan.
Welcome to the podcast.
Oh, are y'all?
Say
Welcome.
hi to Ryan. There you go.
Just got off an 11-hour shift. Shit was horrible.
Boy, this guy's employed.
I am
It's like
indeed.
this podcast has gotten a lot more real than we expected.
All right. Good night, guys. Peace out.
I see, man. Okay, so that was our first special guest, everybody.
Yeah,
Buddy, say hello to him.
We'll play like the clapping, like stock sound when he joins in the actual thing. So just cut this out.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can do that. We'll figure it out.
Cut this out. Editor's note. No.
Editor's note. It's Gage. No. Actually, I would like to post one more thing for us to talk about before we wrap it up.
Oh, we got a while.
I mean, yeah, we got how much time we need. I was thinking, like, what is, like, because Ballig kind of means a lot to me, like, in a way. Like, what does it mean to you guys? You guys go first. I'll go last.
I mean, look. I'll let the guy whose name is literally the name of the franchise go.
Yeah, Gage,
Alright.
why don't you go first?
So, ever since I found that name on the internet, that's kind of what I've gone by when we meet someone. When I meet one of a new friend or something on a video game, they call me Ballig because people know my name is Gage, but there's a lot of other Gages out there. Okay, there's not a lot of other Gages out there, but there's enough that I'm not the only
There's
one.
enough.
So
There's enough.
so a lot of people call me Ballig, and that name was found on the internet. I'm sure there's more Balligs out there. I hope not. I've coined it, so you
There's
gotta
only
go.
one Ballig.
There's only one true Ballig.
Just give us enough time. We'll turn it into a trademark.
But it's turned in to so much because not only was it an old Twitch account, but it was also an old YouTube account. It was a friend's name. It was a inside joke. It just turned in. It skyrocketed really, and I just liked it a lot. I don't know why I'm getting goosebumps talking about it, but talking about stupid name.
Nah, it's not stupid, dude. It's not stupid.
But
Like, don't. It may be stupid, but it got you here.
that's fair. Uh, but yeah, it's just it turned into a lot, and like in my neighborhood, I've told a lot of people this, but like I like one thing you'll learn about me is I love Subway. Love going to Subway. I'll I can say like I know my sandwich off the top of my head, but my sandwich actually got a name at my local Subway. And when I walk in on the menu, they wrote it down, Ballig Royal. I think it's like Royal Ballig sandwich. And you
Oh
can
my gosh.
at my local Subway, you can go in and order the Royal Ballig sandwich, which is just my rotisserie chicken sandwich. But
Okay, that's actually sick though. What the frick?
it's just because I'm fat and I go there all the time.
Welcome to the
Hey,
club, I guess. Minus the subway part.
don't talk
But
about your friends like that.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. This could be Subway's. He could be Subway's new mascot.
I could be Subway.
I'm
Jared
just saying.
Fogle.
Isn't Subway's mascot like
And
a
and you ruin it. And you ruin it. Take that.
You could be Subway's new spokesman, like Jared Fogle.
I can't. And in a few years down the line, you'll be in a Smiling Friends bit because of it.
He'll also be in federal prison, I think.
That too.
little did he know that is Ballig with the Roman numerals. That is Ballig 3. Just me as what's his
You
name
as
is.
Jared. I don't think you want that title, Loki, man.
I don't. Uh, but yeah, it's just it's a lot. It's turned into a lot, and what was originally just a word on the internet has turned into something I go by, and it's kind of interesting to hear people call me Ballig because of everything. I just got a text message from Ryan. I don't think he's going to be joining tonight because his Discord is not working currently.
That's all right. He'll be here for the next one, ladies and
Oh,
gentlemen.
He'll be here for the next one. We'll make sure of it.
but yeah, and
We will
we'll get
definitely make sure of it.
Ryan next time as well. But like I said, it reminds me of everything really that I've done as Ballig when people call me it, and I'm not, it's a Discord name, it's a gamer tag. I'm not going to get too emotional over it, but it's just cool, and all the lore that goes around it. And that was one of our talking points, really. Why did we write Ballig lore after this? After we all tell what Ballig means to each other. So,
All right, LTC.
John,
Oh, frig, it's my turn. What
oh,
this means to me? I, I, I don't think I have much. In what I can best describe it, I essentially just barged into this whole thing, latched onto it like a parasite, wrote entry. It got so much traction in the friend group that I started to get scared, and eh, I uh, um I don't know what I caused, but I definitely caused something,
he's like that.
and
Like the
Like,
I
end of
don't think it was
Oppenheimer,
not.
dude.
like that scene in Star Wars when he kills.
It's l- it's l- hold on.
Start a chain
Hold on, I
reaction
need
that
to
will
see.
destroy the world.
Is this if we can somehow get this gif on the video, this is exactly what I'm feeling.
I could.
This is what it's like.
Oh,
Check the podcast, yeah.
yeah, that's he created the atomic bomb.
Yeah, I created the atomic bomb of ball. Like, and guess what? It wasn't. It only led to worse. Oh, nah, I'm just
He's
kidding.
lying though.
I'm just kidding.
It's
That's a bit.
peak.
It was like so much came from just this one entry, and to think this is practically my first novel I've ever written, and it's gotten this so much attention, even though I don't like most of it. I
We'll
never
go in,
expected it.
we'll go into it on those Basurahan episodes. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
It's a lot, I guess. But here we are. Oh,
Now you're on a podcast.
now I'm on a podcast, and I only have one entry to my
A
name.
podcast where we didn't even buy any Blue Yetis for it because we're piss poor.
What a black Yeti.
Because we're because because as to what Ryan would say, we're a broke boy.
Boy.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can actually say this on the podcast. I mean, there is a
You
podcast
can
out there
cut it
called
out.
Bad Friends. There's a podcast out there called Bad Friends who makes. There's a white guy and there's a, I guess, Chinese guy, and
Just say
yeah,
Asian, bro. Just say Asian. No.
but they make jokes about it, so I assume that we can make jokes about Ryan. But Ryan is Indian
He's
canonically.
Indian, fellas. We hate to break it to you, but
He's good.
He's the dun dun dun
sadly
dun.
he is
Dun.
Indian.
He is Indian, yes. And what I was about to
Not that
mention
there's
something, but we'll
anything
get to it when we
wrong
get.
with that,
I was about to say I was going to mention one thing about his character he wrote in Mastermind, but we'll get to it. We'll get to it when we get to it.
but
Yeah.
we will.
So Cohen, what does Ballig mean to you?
For me, it actually means a lot to me because I mean, it's not like like I was I wasn't like going through anything or whatever. I really wasn't. I'm just like whenever I was writing Dark Gator Rises, I was just having fun. Like it was fun to write. I just put literally whatever I wanted into a story. If you go back and read it, none of it like makes sense or fits together. But I was just having some fun,
Oh,
like in the middle of class,
that's the same
writing
for
it on
me
my
and
phone.
beforehand.
Um, but then,
That's pretty much the same for me too.
I wrote the first Malamore, and that one I tried a little bit harder to make it a complete story. I still didn't really try that hard. Like I still like wrote it each like chapter, quote unquote, in on a Discord text. Would send it when I ran out of character length, and then just continue it in another text. And in the end, it's really not that good. And like if I wanted it to be good, I should have put more time into it. But then Malamore Dead Butterfly, that actually meant a lot to me. It still does, because I mean I finished writing it like 6 months ago by the time of recording this. But like I don't know, just as time has gone on, like writing Ballig and thinking of, I mean it's primarily Malamore to be fair, to be honest, but it's actually like meant a lot to me. Like I'm not saying Balmore, like if you read it, it's not very like relatable to me or anything like that. It's just writing
I
has
mean,
been like the best way for me to like not express myself per se, but to like I don't know, just feel like
except
I'm doing something. Like I feel
yeah,
like I'm actually
That makes
making
sense.
something. Like I like making stuff. I like telling a story. I like writing. And so just Malmore and Balling in general has been like the best outlet for me to just I don't know, write what I'm thinking, make a story, something I've always wanted to do. And Malmore has been a story I've had in my head cooked up for a long time. I mean, it's changed over time, but the general premise of it I've had in my head since I was like, I don't know, early in my teenage years.
And
So just being able to fully write that and be able to like make kind of just do whatever I want. I'm unlimited with the freedom I have in writing. It's just been like one of the most fulfilling things for me in this past couple of years.
yeah, and really that's what writing is. It's just a way to express yourself, have fun, and feel like, because me, like, you can ask everyone in my family, I've always written stories. I've actually got a story about me, and I grew up with five cousins. And
Oh boy.
yeah, I've got a story written, like, called The Five Flaws. I assigned each of us a flaw and wrote it, and I was like, I think 10 at the time. And it had like big words in it for a 10-year-old, like malice, gluttony, stuff like that. Of course, I've got a lot of those from church, but just it's just a way to feel like you're doing something that you're good at, because not a lot of people are good at writing, and uh, you
Well,
just have
I
fun.
wouldn't say I'm good at writing. I just have fun doing it, and
You'd be
I'm
surprised.
okay. Like with, I'm okay. Like I've even thought about even like publishing Mount Dead Butterfly.
Oh yeah,
It wouldn't make much sense for people reading it that haven't read. I mean, I guess it would. If you read the first, you don't even need to read the first one really, because part of the point of the book is the intrigue of it. Like at least in my opinion. Obviously, still a bad writer, so the intrigue isn't that good. But it's just it's fun. Writing is fun for me. I just creating stories is like fills me with like serotonin, not dopamine, but serotonin, like some fulfillment.
and like I said, that's what all of this is, just fun. Because in the back of our minds, we know this podcast is immediate. It's not immediately. It may grow. I hope it does, but it's not
Like
immediately
yeah,
going. It's not immediately going to be, the Rick and Bubba show, the You Should Know podcast, the Bad Friends podcast. It's not going to be as big as that immediately. You got to start somewhere though.
or
And
ever.
Yeah.
To be fair,
this is all just this is all just fun.
this is just
And
some friends recording what we want
This is just
because
humble
we have fun.
beginnings. Humble beginnings.
yeah,
And I'm okay if
and
it stays like that. I'm just okay with us talking and putting it online.
is it's just like right.
Oh boy.
We're making something that people can see, and that's the main premise of it, really. To be a part of something, to be associated with something, because now everyone in this call and Ryan can can say we're associated with the Ballig podcast. Now it may not know, but you look at people, they're gonna look at you like you're crazy when you say that, and you may be, but it's just the premise that you're associated with something.
Yeah, we have something that we made ourselves. Like it's just that it's just the joy of creation.
Now I don't want to get all Christian, but it's like I compare it to the way a mother feels when she has a baby. You make something,
Well,
you love it. It's like a God when he makes the universe. It's just, you make something, you like it. That's kind of what it is. You could make a food trying to make it taste good and it doesn't taste good, but you're still going to eat it. You're still going to like it because you made it. That was you.
yeah, like this, like our books, they may suck. Our podcast, some episodes may suck or something. But I mean, I'm always gonna like it.
Oh, yeah.
Hopefully, we all will.
Yeah. Me editing,
Hopefully.
I will listen to this multiple.
I, s- I think still got ideas. I think I like it. Maybe. Mm.
By the way, I know this is
I
off,
like look.
but my earbuds are dying. So if they cut off, I'll start using my phone microphone, but you'll be able to hear like the TV in the background and stuff like that.
It's okay. We're almost done, I think.
Yeah, we got 30.
Maybe 13 minutes. I guess. Let's see. Like
Maybe.
I
I
like.
mean, we
I
don't have
like.
to be a time on
I
that.
like how you.
It doesn't have to be exact.
Yeah.
About 30 minutes left is what we've got.
I'll say I like how when we were talking about what Ballig means, so like you two had like actual like well thought out answers, and I'm just actually be like, yeah, I just joined because I thought it'd be cool.
No, you're
That's
good, man.
about it.
You don't have to. You don't have to have those deep answers or whatever. I was just asking because I think asking those kind of questions, like it's just, at least for me, it's interesting.
Yeah. And I mean, that's,
It's like what? It
he,
feels like what the heck happened?
Yeah,
yeah.
it kind of feels
And
like a
even
fever dream.
LTC's answer, it's still like you can go deeper into it. Like, he just roped into it because he thought it goes back to wanting to be a part of something. He joined because he thought it would be cool and he wanted to be a part of it. That's not really deep, but it's
It's an
in
answer. It's
reality.
still just as good as me and Gage's
I
answer.
guess.
Everybody has their own. There's no correct answer. There's just
And Ryan's an idiot. He's gonna get in here and say something stupid anyway.
he's gonna say something stupid. By the way,
He's gonna say
listeners
something
slash
stupid,
viewers,
and we're
Ryan is going to be. He's going to be quite a character. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it now. You might not get
I
as real conversations as we're getting. I'm saying real. It's not even been too crazy, but with Ryan here, that will probably not happen. Just letting you know,
Yeah,
I can't wait.
everything will be a
Imagine,
joke.
yeah.
but you will probably get more stuff.
Plot twist. Ryan decides to actually lock it in for the
It'll probably be
podcast.
funnier. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
To be honest, when Ryan needs to be serious, I feel like he can be. It'll
Yeah.
it
I mean,
always does.
none of this needs to be serious.
Yeah,
I mean, like, he definitely can be. I've known the guy for a long time now. He definitely has the ability to.
yeah. It's just
All right.
we're talking, having fun, talking about our creation, and as soon as we get done talking about our creation, we're not gonna just stop. We're gonna still have just talking points. We may get on here and just talk about our week, stuff like that, just funny stuff. But we're just here to laugh, have fun, and talk, and record it and put it on Spotify.
And YouTube.
Definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely very unique and not generic whatsoever.
Yeah. Nobody else has Ballig in their podcast. So
Nobody else talks about how their week was just general yapping in their podcast. Nah, nobody does that.
no. Other podcasts do that, but they don't talk about Balligor, you know? That's us. That's
Exactly.
our thing.
That's that's our thing because
And
we
nobody will
trademarked
take
it.
it away from us. Because only
Because we
5 people know it.
Well,
until we s- until the rest of the public until the people who watch this now knows about it, and then oh no.
And we'll
mm,
become
yeah,
famous.
but
Uh,
so it's funny. I haven't met in real life anyone except for Cohen. I've never met LTC in real life. I've never met Ryan. Salted that came in just a few seconds ago or a few minutes ago. I've never met him in real life, just because different states. But we're still like close. I'm closer to most of these people that will be on this podcast than most of the people that I actually live with in this state, which is insane to me, really. And it may be just because most of our friend group is an introvert, and this is us getting our, talking out, and we're all friends
Posted it.
here. But like, I just find it crazy because, like I said, I know y'all more than I do pretty much anyone here in Mississippi, which is I actually kind of like it, to be honest.
Yeah, because then you don't have to worry about like people you meet day to day knowing that stuff.
It's like, yeah, because we're from the same.
States away.
Yeah, because we're from the same. We're from the same part of the country. Okay, we're not from Mississippi. Okay, that's good. That is very
I'm
good.
from Mississippi, but
Yeah, we're the
now.
I mean, we're
people in this call that are actually from Mississippi, and Cohen doesn't currently live in Mississippi anymore. So.
All right, Gage, did you ask a question earlier that you wanted us to answer?
Well, I have a few topics. When you muted a while ago, I was talking about like better equipment and stuff. We plan, or I can't speak for all of us, but I know I plan if we start doing this regularly to get better equipment. It'll be a process thing.
Yeah, bear
But
with us right now.
yeah, I know it sounds terrible, and it will.
Yep.
This was a last minute, podcast.
I know for a fact none of us have. I know for a fact none of us have any noise dampening equipment right now.
No,
Oh yeah,
I
I'm
just have
gonna
a gaming headset.
Yeah, that's just, I'm same here.
Hopefully our audio sounds fine for the most part. Gage's will probably sound a little rough. That's
Yeah, it's that Mississippi internet, but I had that question plus three more. The first
Okay,
all
well,
right.
was why did we write Ballig lore, which we tried to get to earlier, and we cut off. But why
I
was
kind of already
why
covered that.
did we?
My section.
I-
I just
Oh
did it
yeah,
for
it was.
fun and then nothing.
yeah, I think it was like mainly for fun, and then it just went off the rails from there.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
pretty much it.
we've actually covered most of these just out of talking. Uh, the next one I had was how long has Ballig been around, which was like what 3 years?
Let's see.
Yep.
Ballig begins. The first thing was written in February of 2023, correct?
I was say like when
think
was when was the first excerpt that Ryan wrote? When was that written?
I think February of 2023. Right?
Okay,
No,
something like that.
February of 2022.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, it
So
would be
like,
February of 2022.
yeah, like around 3 years now.
This is gonna sound terrible, but I remember the exact place, like what I don't know exactly like what time it was, but I remember where I was when Ryan sent the first draft of Ballig lore because I freaked out. But my father was in the hospital, and we learned he had diabetes. He's fine now, but we were just sitting in the hospital room and started chuckling. What's wrong? Because I don't show a lot of emotion outside of this right here. So I started chuckling. My dad kind of freaked out. He's like, "What are you doing?" And then I showed him Ryan's message, and he started laughing as well. So he actually plans on listening to this podcast. But
Oh my god. If he does, just a little
Um,
message.
Minecraft
Sorry
too.
for what you're hearing, and also hello.
What's up,
but,
world?
oh yeah,
It's like what's up, guy? It's like what's up, gang? So
yeah, it's just a whole bunch of I like I compare it to how this is gonna sound terrible. I don't even know if I want to say this. I compare
You
it
don't
to
have to.
how millennials felt during 9/11. Like I know the exact same place and time where I was.
Wait. Hold up. Let's the break
okay.
on that one.
All right. Okay. The
All begins with
uh,
9/11.
oh, wait, hold on. Let me
9/11/2
check
was
the rig. Wait, hold on. Oh crap. We're not really helping our case with that one because the poster literally says coming
Oh,
September 11th.
Oh,
that's right.
Um,
And then
this is just
there may
this is just one.
or may not be a
This is,
recreation of the events done on September 11th, 2001 in The Dark Gator Rises, but we'll get to
okay,
it when we get to
this
it.
is gonna become this will become a recurring thing. By the way, there's just gonna be some like major coincidences involved, like lore, mainly when
Yeah,
it comes to names. But yeah,
yeah.
specifically,
If you say any correlation to real events or real characters is purely coincidental,
purely coincidental. We hope.
it was just an accident, low key. If you see anything,
Ballig is a universe where 9/11 didn't happen.
Mm.
That may be wrong.
Yeah,
That's probably wrong. Like I said, I'm learning it with everyone that's listening. But we've got about 18 minutes left. I say we could end it here if you guys want to.
I still got time. We can still talk
uh,
about whatever.
I mean, I got nothing left really.
I mean, I could go on and go on and go on if we want to, but
We can
18 minutes.
save it. We got a bunch of
Yeah,
episodes coming.
Oh boy.
yeah, we got a few.
How many? Wait, hold on. One question. How many guys? How many people did you guys tell? Did you guys talk to about this podcast?
I
Or
posted it. I told a few people.
also, I'm gonna post the Instagram on my Instagram. So
I've done quite a lot. I got kind of trigger happy. I bought a hat with the
Oh,
lo-
oh,
with the logo in it so that
I
people
need
will
a
ask.
I need a
oh.
shirt with the picture on it, Loki.
We need an image of the hat so that, and we need to post the image on the video.
I think I've got an image of the hat. I don't have the hat yet. I think it's supposed to come in like July or June 30th. But
Oh boy.
I'll put a picture of it up when it comes. But uh yeah,
This is it. This is really this really is going to be our canon event.
yeah.
One of many that's already happened.
Correct.
And
Uh,
and stuff. I've told some family, and I've told people to
Definitely.
tell people, which I mean, telling people to really work anymore in 2025. You know, I posted on my personal account, so maybe
I'm
people will.
posting it on my Instagram. So I'm put a post that we
yeah,
recorded, and then once the episode out, I'll post it again.
Yeah,
it's like yeah. I'll leave you guys. I'll leave you guys with that stuff.
All right, we want to close it out here.
Sorry, my stuff just died, so yeah, it'd be time to
Yeah.
close it out. Sorry.
Yeah.
What I was gonna say is media is me and Cohen's department. So if you see
Yeah.
anything,
We
that's
got that.
but yeah, this was the Ballig podcast. So first night, we plan, like I said, an hour and a half usually, around that time at least anyway.
Between an hour and hour and a half. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and we don't know exactly where and when we'll post all of them, but we know at least two a week. That coughing in the background is my grandfather. Just don't be.
We couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay, good.
2 a week at least on YouTube. That's our commitment to you.
Yes, and
It's like that'll be the main platform, I guess.
yes.
It's the YouTube.
Eventually
And
Spotify, but not yet.
Maybe.
actually, I think I can post it on Spotify faster than I can YouTube.
For real.
Mm.
All right, so Spotify and YouTube definitely.
Spotify, YouTube, definitely, and then we'll keep updates on Instagram and TikTok.
Yep.
So TikTok's usually just gonna be a picture of the logo with a new episode out tonight or
You're
new
like,
episode
ooh.
night. Just kind of announcements on Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, stuff like that. Anyway, this has been the Ballig podcast with Ballig, Gage.
Cohen, me.
and LTC, me, this guy, I guess.
Yeah, him.
And and we will see you
I
guys
guess
next time,
Yeah.
whenever that could be.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening.
yeah. I guess like the video if you want to.
Yeah, like,
Subscribe, leave a
Yes,
subscribe,
like, whatever,
follow,
what-
do all the
whatever.
things.
Leave a favorite 5 stars. I don't know.
Pretend you like it. If you don't like it, it
That
won't
works
hurt our
too.
feelings. Just don't tell us, I guess. I don't know. I don't care.
Can you please just try not to access, please?
Yeah, don't dox. That'd be lame.
That no.
Gosh,
It's
I don't know
like
what dogs mean.
oh yes,
Look it up.
yes. I can't. I
Yeah,
can't.
we all know.
Oh yes, first episode dropped. Hey guys, I
We
think I
all
got
got
dogs.
doxxed after the first episode. We didn't even say anything bad this episode.
It was just like, hey
And we
guys.
never
But,
will. And we never will.
I can't wait for the second episode. I can't wait if that were to happen for the second episode to just be like, "We messed up, guys. We did it. We're
Apology
sorry."
video. Made a severe,
yes,
continuous
I'm
lapse in our judgment. We
lapse
don't
in
expect to be
my
forgiven.
judgment.
but
Alright. That'll end it for us.
yep.
Yep.